Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to be taking a look at LEGO set 71705 Destiny's Bounty with 1,781 pieces. This set retailed for $129.99 USD or $130, and it is a massive Ninjago Legacy set. This is a set I've wanted for so long, ever since it came out. I got the original Destiny's Bounty back in 2012, and I loved it. This set is even better. It takes the original idea and builds and expands upon it so much. All the pieces go into this one model, and you can clearly see it from the size and the scope of it. The minifigure selection is amazing. This set, really, I have nothing but positive things to say about it. It is everything a Ninjago fan could ever hope or want for, and I can't wait to take a closer look at this set, guys. It is fantastic, and you're gonna love it. If you have the funds, I definitely recommend purchasing it. The front of the box has the ship itself, then all the minifigures in the bottom, a logo on the very bottom corner here, as seen in Season 1, and then spinning it around, you get all the minifigures listed at the top with a special little actual size for Lloyd Garmadon, and then on the back of the box, we have pictures of the set from in the actual TV show, flying and in the ocean. We have a little picture displaying the play feature, how you can twist it and open the wings. I'll show you that later on. We got some transformative play features in the bottom there. Then we have the fact that you can pull off the top of that, open up into a dojo. More pictures of that there, and then some dimensions and everything. The box is great. I'm very excited to take a look at this set, guys. Oops, sorry about that. Very excited to take a look at this. So without further ado, let's move on to the instruction manual and then the actual build itself. And here's the instruction manual, and it is massive. It's one of the larger, thicker bound manuals. QR code in the bottom. We have so many pages of instructions here, all the way steps in the 500s, I believe. We cap it 400, and let's see, I'm curious now, 450. 51. All right, that's close. And the back, we have a ton of different pictures of play features, different designs and everything, minifigures playing in it. We also have a advertisement for the other 2020 sets of the wave, not the wave, but like the actual theme. So not the legacy sets. We took a look at we're taking a look at most of these sets. I should have reviews of all of them up very soon. And then we have a massive 4-page parts list. There's really a ton of pieces. And then the Win Lloyd on the back. Nothing too much else to say about this manual. It's a big one. And here's the set all built up, and it looks so impressive. Definitely one of my favorite sets of all time. I mean, just look at it. It's massive. And I mean, especially when you can, it barely fits my review station, and I just upgraded to get a brand new phone holder. This set is huge. Look at the size of, like, compared to my hands, compared to the minifigures, and there are so many good minifigures in this set. Can't wait to take a look at them. In fact, we're going to take a look at them right now. Up first, minifigure-wise, we have Sensei Wu, and he looks fantastic. He's got a brown staff right here as his accessory. Pulling that off, he's got the traditional tan rice hat with a brand new facial expression, I think, for the Legacy line. No alternate facial expression or ponytail print. And then pulling that off, he's got the didn't mean to pull everything off. Pulling that off, he's got the traditional Sensei Wu beard piece that originated in 2010 for the line. Looks great, remains unchanged. Then it gives you a better look at his facial expression with the raised eyebrows and the little facial hair there. Cheekbones, looks great. He's got the traditional Sensei Wu print with the gold lettering going down the side, gray accents, and then a gray belt on his black legs and robes with some lettering underneath, white arms. Then spinning him around, he's got a very nice gold dragon back printing. A very cool minifigure. Definitely a standout of the set. I'm very happy to finally get a Legacy Sensei Wu, because I've been looking for one for a very long time now, and definitely one of the best minifigures in the set. Next up, we have Kai, Ninja of Fire, and he looks great here. I love his legacy robes. And his accessory is the Sword of Fire, unchanged from its original appearance. He also has a golden armor piece with a silver katana that just slides in and out quite simply. We'll pull that off to take a look at the back printing later. Up first, we have it's a red robes with a black design going all the way down, wrapping onto his legs with maroon wrapping. He's got toe printing, a very nice maroon belt with a gold dragon, which snakes along his front, his legs, and will go onto the back, pulling off his dual molded head wrap. You can see his Ninjago movie face with the scar and the angry expression. And on the back, he's got a very happy-go-lucky expression. And pulling that off gives you a better look at that shoulder pad piece, which all the ninja do share. And then we have a back printing, and that's got the dragon spiraling around the golden symbol in the center. I don't know what that says, however, it's very cool. That's what it looks like with the wrap on. A very cool minifigure. I'm glad to get Kai in his legacy robes again. I really love this design for him. I think it looks fantastic. Next up is going to be Jay, Ninja of Lightning, and his weapon is going to be the Nunchucks of Lightning. A little different from the first time it appeared. We now have these dragon pieces instead of the lightsaber hilts with 2 studs on either side. This looks really good. I love this improvement. I think it looks much better than the first time around. He's got the same shoulder armor as Kai with a pearl gold katana this time, and then his head wrap is blue and dark blue. For his printing, he's got the golden dragon head and tail on the front with some very nice darker blue clasps, black clasps going down to his legs. Same kind of toe printing, knee wraps and everything with a belt. Pulling off his head wrap, you can see he's got freckles and a frowning expression here. On the alternate side, he's got a very happy expression. And then pulling off his armor piece gives us a better look at his torso print, and then his back printing, which has the dragon body, which connects the tail and the head on the front. Another one of those symbols in the back. Again, it probably means lightning or J, not sure which, but a very good minifigure. And I really like the gold accents on the blue. I think it comes together really well for this character. Next up, we have our favorite Nindroid, Zane. His weapon, again, like Kai's, remains unchanged from the original inclusion. And just these shurikens of ice, pretty basic there. He has the golden armor again with a gold katana. Pulling that off, he's got the very nice gray and white head wrap. And he's got a dragon, no tail this time, just the body and the head stretching across the entire center of his chest. With the white has some really nice black accents, comes down to the legs with a kilt, wrapped down with a belt, and he's got the toe printing and knee pads as well. Pulling off his headpiece, he's got like grayish eyes, very robotic with a grimace on the front, and then in the back he's got a very cheesy looking smile. Not a fan of his face. I liked it before the Ninjago movie reboot per se. And then putting that on and spinning him around, you see a look of the tail of the dragon arching across there with a symbol again. And there's his hood. Not too much to say about this character. I really like the printing on the outside, but the face print really ruins it for me. I don't like the way the eyes look from the wrap, but other than that, still a pretty great character. And now we have Cole, the Ninja of Earth, and I hate his weapon. The Scythe of Wakes has changed in pretty much every set it's been in, and this I think is the worst version. The dragon handle looks dorky, and I don't like this piece here. I mean, I much prefer the original. It was a lightsaber hilt. Lightsaber blade, excuse me, with the hilt and then the gold tooth. This just looks like they're trying way too hard. There's too many places to grab. It looks awkward. It's bulky. There's too many different designs here. It doesn't work for me. But Cole himself also has the gold armor with a pearl katana, pearl silver katana, excuse me. And he's got the black head wrap with a dark brown accenting, dual molding. His dragon print starts with the tail and the body on the head over here. The body's gonna be on the back. He's got some shiny mail printing underneath, like printing, knee printing, and then the tunic as well. Looks really cool. His facial print has this huge bushy eyebrows, upset expression. Spinning around, he's got the same bushy eyebrows, but a much more happy expression. And let's take a look at the printing underneath the armor piece again. And we have, spinning around, we got the dragon doing a full circle and looping both ways. So I think that looks really cool with the orange symbol in the back. Very good minifigure. Definitely one of my favorites. Although, I don't know, the printing doesn't seem as crisp and clean as the last one. That was the last ninja we had to take a look at. So now we have just 2 more characters. Nia, soon to be Ninja of Water, but right now Samurai X is next. Her accessory is a pearl silver katana, and she's got some very cool printing and pieces here. We have the Samurai X helmet, which has a clippable visor right here. It's the same helmet that Garmadon has worn. Pulling that off, you can see the face underneath. We have the bucket handle here, and then pulling that off completely. She's got the mole and then the little angry expression here. On the back, she's got the same kind of mole, eyebrows, and everything, just happy this time. And pulling off her armor piece, which is the armor that we've seen used for a lot of different characters, bounty hunters and the like now. Gives you a better look at her printing on the front. She's got some really nice layered samurai armor with some gold accents on the top and designs going down. She's got a golden belt with some armor on the sides of her legs, kind of padding there, and then some really nice feet printing on the back. She's got maroon arms, by the way. On the back we got that same overlapping samurai armor with some gold accents. Looks really great, a very good character. I'm a little disappointed we didn't get a face print that had the kind of Samurai X mask like we've gotten with previous versions of this character, and so they just went with Nia's boring face, which I mean I guess is cool, but I still would have loved that added little detail. And last but not least, we have Lloyd Garmadon here. Always stutter on that, sorry. And he has what seems to be some kind of rudimentary fang blade, not specified to any particular tribe. And this is built using one of the lightsaber hilts with the double stud. And this is what the Scythe of Wakes used to look like, using Sensu's staff here. Imagine this in all gold. It looks kind of like that, except a little shorter blade. And this was so much nicer than what we got before, but I digress. This is going to be the Lloyd minifigure for here, and it's an update of the original. He's got a black hood piece. A little disappointed they didn't use the new Star Wars style. And pulling that off, we can see he's still got the green eyes, which I hate. Why would you give this minifigure the green eyes? It doesn't make any sense. He wouldn't have had this when he was a kid, that he hasn't gotten the green power yet. I hate, this is the only problem I have with the set for the most part. I don't like the green eyes. I never like them. I think it's stupid. I think Lloyd should have the exact same eyes as everyone else. I don't understand it. And the fact they gave Child Lloyd, before he became the Green Ninja, green eyes, it doesn't make any sense, especially from this part of the show. But it's okay. Rant over. He's got the spongy soft fabric cape, which I don't like because it tends to rip and kind of bend more easily. And I always feel really awkward about messing with the minifigures when they wear it. But finally, pulling all that extra stuff away, he's got his confident smirk on this side. He's got his upset, scared face here. He's got the green 5 with the Gorman-esque printing. Belt piece, no leg printing, no arm printing. Those are all black. And he's got the green 5 again with the purple belt. In retrospect, I don't know how he didn't call this man being the Green Ninja with all the green 5s and whatnot. But, you know, it's okay. He's a pretty good minifigure. I'm glad to get an update here because it's been a very, very long time since we, got this minifigure. All right, and here are all the minifigures standing together, and this is an excellent selection. I don't normally line up all the minifigures and talk about them here, but I feel like it's worth it to do for this set because I could not, for the life of me, think of a better minifigure selection. There's no villain here. I mean, technically, Lloyd Garmadon counts at this point. I don't really know, but there doesn't need to be. It's a ship. It's the ninja ship. You get all 4 ninja. You get Sensei Wu. You get Nya, and you get Lloyd. There was not another main character that I can think of from this point in the show that could have been added. For the amount of what you're getting in this set is perfect. The playability here is excellent. I'm only a little sad that we couldn't get Legacy Lloyd with that armor piece. By the way, that armor piece does have some molding on the top to be a little star. Forgot to mention that. But still, this is such a good selection. Really shout out to the designers for including all of these minifigures. You can recreate that picture and everything from the jump kick, whip background, and spin. I probably butchered that, but the introduction to the show and everything. Really great selection here. Definitely, the set is so worth it. But now I've talked about these for long enough. Let's clear these out of the way, move on to the actual build of the set. And now that we're taking a look at all the minifigures, we're going to clear them out and take a look at the build. Now, there are different aspects of the build we're going to be taking a look at. First, I'm going to take a look at the build as a whole. Then we're going to take a look at the cabin individually because that whole thing lifts off. And then we're going to take a look at the play feature and how to transform the ship so it flies. And I'll give you my final thoughts. So let's get rid of all these minifigures first. All right, so we're going to start at the front of the ship. I'm going to pick this guy up. At the front of the ship, we have a brick-built dragon headpiece, which looks great. The jaw can open and close. They can move up and down. We have on the bottom some kind of pointed anchor. I'm not quite sure what this is, some kind of missile maybe. And then we have 2 anchors, which can be raised and lowered by twisting this piece right here. You can drop them down, twist them back up. It's pretty neat and works quite well. I haven't had any problems with that feature. Moving along, we have some great paneling along the entirety of the ship. I love the way all this comes together, and it looks so good, so detailed. So much better than the last Destiny's Bounty. They're on the sides of the engines here. This plays into the play feature we'll take a look at the end, but they're very nicely detailed with some of the hats. There's a movable rudder on the end here. You can twist that all around. The back of the ship actually looks beautiful. I love the way all this paneling comes together, especially on the end here with the hat and the cool little brown quarter circle pieces, excuse me. The fencing is great too. Everything that's on this side of the ship is replicated on the other side, so we're just going to focus on this side for now. I really like the dragon design right there with the little metal, gold metal tubing to make the guardrail. Looks great. I love how it's anchored in, although this is a tiny bit loose and jiggly, which is tiny bit unfortunate. The sails are great. They are fabric, and I had to poke them out of a little like fabric sheet, kind of like a sticker sheet. So that was a little tricky. I didn't want to rip them. We have a cannon build right here. It shoots little studs. In case you haven't seen that before, I'll show you now. Woo, that stud is gone forever. It's a little fuse right there, and it does not move up and down, only in a circle, which is a little constricting for movement. Moving along, we have the sides of the ship right here, coming into the cockpit area, which we'll take a look at separately because it does detach. I really like the way all this looks, especially the way they get this side piece in, because it's a upside down piece actually. It looks so cool. Love the banners in the back. Those are stickers. And then I'm just going to pull this whole section off real quick, and we'll take a look at that in a second. What's left after we pull that off is going to be the control deck. And I'm actually going to remove the sails here. You can pull them straight up so we can get a better look at the ship without those in the way. And when you pull all that off, you get a pretty basic looking boat. There's a sword hidden there. This is a stickered piece. I recognize this from the show. It's so iconic. It's a little tracking map. and that just clips into place right there. We also have a little joystick right there, and then in the front we have a little steering wheel, and then 2 stickered panel pieces with some buttons and everything. There's not too much else to say for the base of the ship. I feel like I'm not doing it justice, and this thing is massive and so cool. Like, I mean, look at this. Compared to like my arm, it fits almost the entirety of the thing. It's such a good set, and I have nothing but praise for it. I mean, just holding this, it's so heavy too. All the pieces in the set go right into this, and you can feel it. All right, now it's time to take a look at the little guardrail section, not quite sure what to call this. There are 4 sticker pieces on the back here. Those are the little banners, and those can be folded down quite easily. They're very top heavy. They stick up like here, but they easily fall over, so you gotta be careful with that. I love the designs on the outside. We got 2 lightsaber blades, excuse me, on each side. We got a really nice window, and I like the little lanterns in the front here. The glass dome with the hot dog looks really great. In fact, the architecture on the top is great too. I love the curved hot dog pieces used and everything, all these black panels, and then the lightsaber blades on the inside, forming this roof, which is so neat. It's a little fragile at times, but it looks great, and everything's clipped in place quite nicely, so nothing's going to come out of the way, except for this, which can be removed like so. And then we got some sticker pieces on the inside here. This can be pulled out, and you can clip 1 sword on this side, another sword, actually you can clip several swords on this side, 4 in total. There's only 1 included in the set, but that just kind of slides in there, and there are 4 sticker pieces on that. You can slide that back in and close that up, and then this whole roof actually does get removed, and you can't access the sliding feature from the underside. What's left, I knocked that over, is going to be this build right here. Opening that up, we got the training dojo. You can set this anywhere you want, and it's quite versatile. We have in the back, we have 2 stickers with some lettering on them, with 2 swords and little display cases. We have one of these side pieces there, and we've got what looks to be some kind of candle or something, and then an extra wall grip. We have another extra grip here, then one of the Lloyd swords in silver. It looks great, very, very cool. I love how you can detach this and use it independently or add it to the ship. That looks really, really cool. I know they've used this room several times throughout the show, and I love that. That's really all I got to say for this small part, though. I'm very glad they included it, and its detaching is flawless. I haven't had any problems with anything breaking off when I try to pull it, and the roof attachment is quite solid, although those do get in the way sometimes. So let's clip that back onto place if I can. Perfect. There we go. I'm not sure if you can hear the car alarm in the distance. Great timing. But let's take a look at the ship as a whole one last time. All right, so we're going to add this back on, and that just kind of slides into place and fits on 4 studs. Got to be careful with the little computer screen. Sometimes it's a little difficult to put the model back on when that's in the downward position. Just slide that in, and it hooks in, and it's really nice and sturdy. Although the head is not. Just knocked that off by accident. Finally, that's the first time that's happened. We're going to reattach these sails, and I'm going to show you the play feature of the set to the best of my ability. So there are 2 different things to do to make the Bounty fly. And first, you're going to push down on this lever, and that opens up the wings to their full extent. And how that works is these chains, if I can get a better angle, moving this up and down, the chains just kind of pull taut up here and pull these sails down, so you can flap them like that. And it's a flawless design. The chains are held in place by some Technic pieces here. And then there's 2 different chains, one of the long ones, one of the short ones. And that feature works really well. I haven't had that break or anything. And the sail can be removed and easily pulled off. Although that also means this sometimes does fall over. It's easy enough to knock over, although it's kind of sturdy because it's a Technic pin inside. You just got to be careful with that. So once you add that, feel free to pick up the set and then twist simply down on this. And when you do that, both of these are going to slide into the downward position, and 2 little jet boosters and cannons are going to pop up. Those are printed, not stickers. Looking at how that works on the underside, all these Technic pins come together to do that. When you twist these up and down, that's what the ship looks like from the bottom. And then there are these disc pieces on the bottom, so when you're in the downward position, you can slide it quite easily. Really, though, this is just a love letter to Ninjago. I mean, I don't think it's quite as good as the Bounty from the Ninjago movie, but that was based on the Ninjago movie. This is the TV show's Bounty through and through. Everything here is so accurate to what I see in the show, and I just love it to death. I thought this was going to be a longer review, but it's really just one solid build. And all the pieces go into making this so sturdy. Like, I can squeeze anywhere. I'm not breaking this. Like, it is a solid, massive build. And I don't really know how to convey that to you guys any more than I already have. But if you haven't picked this up yet, absolutely would I recommend it. Not only do you get the main vehicle of the entire show from every season, you get all 4 of the ninja, Sensei Wu, Samurai X, and Lloyd Garmadon, which is such a great selection of minifigures. And there are also all of the updated versions for Legacy too, with some really great weapons and great designs here. I can't recommend this set any more than I already have, guys. If you have the budget, go out and buy it. I know $130 is a tough sell, but this set really is worth it. I can't just, I'm gonna sound like a broken record here, but I just can't recommend it enough. I mean, every time I pick it up, I'm amazed with some detail, the weight of it, anything, although I'm not amazed with how badly I'm doing at getting these minifigures to stand up. But overall, 100% on the set, A++. Nothing more I can say to sell how good this is. Really, the shortness of this review is a testimony to how much of the set is just, how many of the piece count is devoted to making this set a good, solid, and sturdy build. I'm going to hang it from my ceiling. I promise you'll see this very soon in the room tour if you haven't already. And it's going to be great. And I already hung it once before. I had to take it down for this review. And I'm telling you, this thing is a beast on display. That's all I got for you guys today, though. Thank you so much for watching. And thank you to whoever, everyone for recommending I do this review first. And if you guys want to see anything else reviewed, make sure to let me know in the comments down below. That's all I got for you today, though. So thank you very much for watching. I'll see you all in the very next video. And wish you all to have a fantastic and safe day.